What's up, Trail Trash? Welcome back. On today's episode, we are inside the garage again and at the back of the FJ again. Last week I got my Molly panels installed, and one of the reasons I installed those was to have somewhere to mount my BLUETTI Charger 1, which is a fast charger for charging up power stations. So anyway, I'm going to open up the FJ and show you exactly where I mounted it, and then I'll get into some of the functions and the wiring and everything. I'll go through, show you some of my wiring and whatnot. So stick around and I'll see you at the end of the video. Okay, so here is the BLUETTI Charger 1. I have it mounted here on the Molly panel, and I have my cables running through. I drilled a hole on the inside. Let's see there. Yep, on the inside of the lip, so you can't see it. And both cables run on the inside. I used this little cover plate to fish them through and route them into place there. And it comes with a 60 watt breaker, and I put the breaker on the inside here, and I'll take that. You can actually see the bottom of the breaker. I have it mounted on a magnet, so it's a good spot for it. I don't have anything else in there, and when I'm not in use, I just keep it off, and it's easy to get to and turn it on. From there, they follow the same path through this, down under the door sill, through the firewall, and I'll show you the other end. So, I'll pop the hood. So this is the power and ground coming up here. The ground goes, I have it on my battery, and then the power, I have it coming through my fuse. Here I've added another fuse holder to the top of this, and then have it coming to the distribution. So that's all the wiring on it. Now, it didn't come with this. I added this in just because I don't want a power wire running through my vehicle without a fuse on it, which is crazy. It's crazy that it doesn't come with that, but anyway, I added that just to be safe. So I'll keep the breaker off until I use the charger, and I'm only going to be using the charger while I'm driving. I just use a piece of Velcro, and this little pigtail came with it, and then I'll plug these up. This goes to my power station, and I will show you the power station also. So I have it charging. Let's see if you can see. Yeah, it's charging. So it's at 76%, and it's charging at 152 watts. So I'm going to unplug this, and you see I have it plugged up to my power cord there. Okay. So let me get back in here, and I'm going to turn the power station on. It's got a green light on the side that you can see, but you can also, I'll plug this up. Okay. So, yep, now it's charging. See what it stops at. $151 So that is a lot faster than just plugging it up to a 12 volt. So let me see. Okay, I'll unplug that. I'm gonna grab this 12 volt, just the regular cigarette lighter. Where is I had it. Dude. Okay, so now I've just got this regular 12 volt socket, and I'm just gonna plug it into my power over here, and we'll see what this charges at. Hopefully you can see that. Probably gonna stop at about 90. Yep, so 91 watts is what it's charging at. So that is, I mean, it's not bad, but that's, you know, it's a lot slower than the Charger 1. So, and other power stations can charge faster than 100 or can charge more than 150 watts. That's able to put out more. The Charger 1's able to put out more, but the limitations of this Grisel T1000, you know, it limits to 150 watts. I almost forgot to show this. As you can see, I have it charging. As power ends at 151 watts coming in, and I just wanted to show you the app for the Charger 1. So I forgot to go over that, but I have it charging as at 150 watts coming in, and I've already paired this, so all I got to do is click on my Charger 1, and you can see that's my starter battery, and it's charging at 26 volts coming in, so 146 watts is what it's actually charging at. But really easy to use, simple. I mean, pretty simple to use. But just wanted to show you the app, and you can connect other devices to it, but this is the only device I have. Also on the charging, like the settings, whatever power, like if you have a BLUETTI power station, you can just go into it, click on it, and it'll set all the parameters, all your charging parameters and settings that it should charge at. It'll set all that automatically. So just wanted to show you the app. So this is the setup, and this was the reason for getting the Molly panels. It worked out perfect as far as space and all. I doubt I ever have a power station larger than 1,000 amp hour setup, just because I have dual batteries and I have 270 amp hours of other power, so I can go all electric for sure now, and never run out of power unless I run out of fuel. So to me, this is a better way of charging your power station instead of solar. Not saying solar is obsolete, but for me, there's no need for solar. But I'm really happy with the space here, and I'm able to take a strap and strap it around the power station and just drive with it there. Still have some storage space up there on the Molly panel too, so those worked out really good. Happy with them, glad I put them in. And so that's the BLUETTI Charger 1. All right, y'all, that is it for this week's video. Just showing you the BLUETTI Charger 1 that I installed in the back of the FJ. If you got anything out of this, please like and share the video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. As of today, I'm at 652 subscribers, so thank y'all. And until next time, stay trashy.